The 59th honor flight of the Quad Cities took their first trip of the year to Washington, D.C. yesterday, and TV6's Kyle Bales went along for the ride to capture the experience. He joins us now to share what the veterans and their guardians had to say about the trip. Kyle?
That's right, Sharon. The experience of a lifetime. That's what veterans and their guardians had to say about their trip to the nation's capital yesterday, which consisted of several stops at museums, memorials, and monuments that honored those who served their country in the armed forces. And I was lucky enough to join them.
Okay, be sure you're looking out your windows for the water cannon salute. That's all about you.
It didn't take long for veterans aboard Honor Flight number 59 to feel welcomed upon landing in the nation's capital. Stop number 1 was at the Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum, not too far from Dulles International Airport, which was a special place to visit for veteran Joseph Akers, who has Army aviation experience.
It's beautiful. It's a good thing to happen. People should see it, especially the veterans.
After touring the Air and Space Museum, veterans and their guardians made their way to Washington, D.C. to view memorials and monuments built to honor their sacrifices.
It's been enlightening, especially the monuments. We went by the Iwo Jima Monument, and now we're at the Vietnam War Memorial, and to see all the people and the reverence of these monuments is very uplifting.
Each veteran is accompanied by a volunteer guardian who guides them through the long but special day.
To be able to sit down and go through and walk through these memorials and hear about their service and also hear about how it's applied to their life, it's just neat to get to know a new person that you might not have met under different circumstances.
For many on the honor flight, they are meeting friendly strangers with a shared experience. However, this time there were 3 brothers who got the chance to experience the trip together.
To me, it's just overwhelming when you see the Vietnam Memorial with all those names on it and what those people could have been, you know. So, yeah, that's probably the best thing. And just being here with my brothers.
I agree with that. I think it's great. We've been trying to come for 3 years, and we finally got it together where we could come together. And I was saying this is the first time we've been together alone since 1967 when I left for the service, and the boys all joined me.
After visiting the World War II, Korean, and Vietnam War memorials, the group got a chance to witness the changing of the guard at Arlington Cemetery before making their final stop at the Air Force Memorial, where they could reflect on their day and the sacrifices they made to receive such an honor.
This was an honor that I'll never, ever, ever forget. It's something that wasn't given to us. It was something that we earned.
The day certainly was filled with honor, but also came with a reminder about the lessons learned from our nation's history with war.
How many wars have we been in? Too many wars. War, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I get emotional. So there's a lot of families have gone through a lot of grief and hurt from what's happened to them. So they went to fight for their freedoms and stuff like that. And I said people should take it so lightly.
Upon safely returning to the Quad Cities Tuesday night, countless Quad Cityans made clear to the veterans that their sacrifices had not been taken for granted.
Now, over 150 people took part in the 59th honor flight of the Quad Cities, including about 80 veterans, including many who served in the Vietnam War, as well as in Korea and even World War II. They made it through the full day with the help of 70 trained volunteers.
All right, nicely done, Kyle. Always such a special day for those folks. Of course, any person with at least a year of honorable non-training active duty before 1976 can fill out an application for an honor